I thank the chairman, and I thank you, Secretary Blinken, for your service. I know this is tough time for all of us. But, sir, this administration is waffling. First in Afghanistan, and today, shockingly to me, in Israel, and has created instability on a massive scale. Secretary Blinken, the world, as we've all discussed here, is on fire, and conflicts have engulfed Europe and the Middle East, emboldening every single dictator from Putin to Xi to Khamenei to attack U.S. allies and interests. The administration's decision to withhold weapons sales and deliveries to Israel during a time of war, sir, just weeks after Iran launched unprecedented missiles, upwards of 350 cruise ballistic missiles, drones, attacked on Israel directly from Iranian soil, is nothing less than a betrayal of our ally. It is foreign policy malpractice, and I guarantee you that Iran and Russia and China are watching the United States turn its back on its most important Middle Eastern ally. Secretary Blinken, on May 7th, I sent you a letter asking for a full accounting of the weapons sales and deliveries to Israel. The administration is delaying. And I want to focus right now very specifically, sir, in particular on the delay of the sale of 6,500 JDAMs. I'm sure you're familiar with them. These are the high-precision, GPS-oriented, if you want the least amount of collateral damage in an urban area, you want a JDAM, and we have sent out tons of them to Israel and everywhere else. They also just happen to be made in the St. Louis metropolitan area, in St. Charles, in my district. And since I have not yet received a response to this letter, let me ask you why. Why has the administration failed to move forward with the notification process for the sale of 6,500 JDAMs to Israel? And when will the administration resume the notification process?
First, and I'll respond to your question directly. First, when Iran launched that unprecedented attack that you referred to on Israel, for the first time ever, the United States actively participated in Israel's
and so did
defense,
Jordan and so Saudi. We know
yes,
this.
That's right. And,
I don't need history. I want answers.
Iran noticed, and Israel
Limited
noticed.
time, sir, please.
Yes.
My JDAMs.
So, there are a number of different sale proposals that are in different places at different points in the process.
This has been months and months and months, sir, and we've sent them to them in the past.
Congress right now is still reviewing a JDAM sale that we sent forward.
What specific issues remain outstanding for the review?
We follow the process, and we've gone out of our way to pre-notify Congress.
What bureaus object to the sale?
It's not a question of objecting. We want to follow the process
and
make sure that we move
forward. Please, because it has truly been months and months and months. Will you commit to bringing your personal engagement to ensure the process for this specific case moves expeditiously?
We're going to make sure that all of the cases move appropriately.
Well, this one sure is not.
Including this one.
Have any divisions within state conducted and any economic analysis to the measure and the impact of potential even job losses and furloughs because of your decision to pause this pending arms sale? And if not, why not? Because you know what, sir? My constituents in St. Louis greater metropolitan area, this whole region, they rely on these jobs to pay for their mortgages, their car payments, the daycare costs, and they can't afford to lose their jobs to support this partisan stall tactic. They're sitting in a warehouse, 6,500 of them.
There is no pause, and as I said, in many cases, including this one, we have previewed with Congress, which we're not at all obligated to do, sales that we were contemplating and had
you
not
have
yet
not come to us
on.
to tell us this.
So,
we read about this in Axios, the Wall Street Journal, and CNN. Arms sales to trusted partners like Israel, Taiwan, and NATO allies are a critical component of our national security.
They are.
Are you concerned that delaying sales to Israel will diminish our credibility as the arsenal of democracy?
Again, we're following the process, and I invite you to look.
Well, the process has taken too darn long, and they've been sitting there for months, and no one's explaining what's holding them up. But you all, they've been signed off on. I mean, the United States, sir, has obligations to our friends and allies, including Israel, and our unshakable commitment to Israel's security is clearly laid out in the 2016 MOU that Congress has fully funded every year since it was signed.
And Joe Biden was the one who got
And
that
when
MOU.
we honor our obligations, the world is a safer place. But when the United States fails to keep its promises and the commitments to the U.S. is now failing to keep its promise to Israel, we are telling our enemies that we are unreliable and irresolute partners. That is incredibly damaging to global security, and the administration needs to right this ship and fully restore U.S. security assistance to Israel. My time has expired, and I yield back.
Generally yields. Chair recognizes Ms. Titus.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr.